What is going on, guys? Death here, and we're back with another video for Genshin Impact. In this one, we're going to take a quick look at the Battle Pass weapons. I'm going to give you my personal opinion on each one of them, so you know which one you might be interested in getting. So without further ado, let's get right on to it. So here we are taking a look at the Battle Pass weapons, and I gotta clarify before I keep on going. You get one of these weapons once you reach Battle Pass rank 30, and before I say which ones I believe are the best choices from this Battle Pass, I want to clarify they're all amazing weapons. They're all really good weapons, and you should pick the one you want based on the characters you have, not which one I personally say is good or bad. With that being said, let's start breaking them down. First off, we have the Black Sword. Increases damage dealt by normal and charge attacks by 20%. Additionally, regenerates 60% of attack as HP when normal and charge attacks score a critical hit. This effect can occur once every 5 seconds. So this right here will pretty much allow your character to do some of what Jean does, and if you put it on a Jean, you're going to be on point. But this weapon is very good. It will give you survivability, and it will allow you to heal yourself without the necessity of a healer. So for a player that doesn't have a healer, or it's getting, tired of using Barbara, this might be a really good use for your Battle Pass choice. Now let's take a look at the Serpent Spine. Every 4 seconds a character is on the field, they will deal 6% more damage and take 3% more damage. This effect has a maximum of 5 stacks and will not be reset if the character leaves the field, but will be reduced by 1 stack when the character takes damage. This right here is an all bets type of weapon. You're going all out knowing you're going to deal a lot, also going to take more damage. Now I really like this weapon because I'm that type of player, high risk, high reward, but at the same time, it might be something that if you look at it and you're having a tough time surviving, you might not find this to be the best pick, but I do find this weapon to be very good. Then we have the Solar Pearl. Normal attacks hits increase elemental skill and elemental burst damage by 20% for 6 seconds. Likewise, elemental skill or elemental burst hits increase normal attack damage by 20% for 6 seconds. Basically, this weapon will allow you to buff all aspects of your character, making it a very good weapon if you like, this type of character. I find this weapon to be very interesting and highly worth taking a look at. Then we have the Veriscent Hunt. Upon hit, normal and aimed shots have a 50% chance to generate a cyclone, which will continuously attract surrounding enemies, dealing 40% of attack as damage to these enemies every 0.5 seconds for 4 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 14 seconds. Basically, if you put this on Venti, you're like baby Jesus. You can generate tornadoes, cyclone, and vortices in all kinds of ways. I find this to be a very fun weapon. It's looking extremely fun. Like the other weapons look like they do a lot of damage. This one does too. But as a fun aspect to the game, this weapon is looking incredibly good. And on top of that, it looks beautiful. And last but not least, we have the Deathmatch. If there are at least 2 enemies nearby, attack is increased by 16% and defense is increased by 16%. If there are less than 2 enemies nearby, attack is increased by 24%. So here you already have a raw damage boost if you're fighting a boss because there's only 1 enemy that you have to focus on, but you will also have a buff if there are more enemies nearby, which will give you a little defense buff and a much smaller attack buff, but nonetheless you're gonna always be buffed based on this weapon. So if you guys want my personal opinion as to what I think these weapons rank, first off, they're all very good weapons. If you're not spending tons of money into the game, you should definitely be taking a look at putting your main character, your main DPS dealer, one of these weapons. If I were to rank them, I would probably say the Black Sword and the Serpent Spine rank equally in terms of what they can offer to the table. They're very different, but they rank very equally, as I believe they're very high tier. Then we have the Solar Pearl and the Veriscent Hunt, which are also very good weapons, and they do offer a whole bunch, being able to buff yourself constantly, or this one being able to generate cyclones that will attract enemies for great AoE and combo attacks. And last but not least, once again, is the Deathmatch. I think this is a very nice lance, but I believe there are other lances that could deal this type of buffs and this type of, bonuses. So, in my personal opinion, these two come first, and these two, and the last one would be the lance. Nonetheless, they're all amazing, and the lance is just as good, but it's just my personal opinion as to what these weapons can offer. With that being said, guys, go out of your way, pick the weapon that fits your playstyle and goes the best with your main character. That's pretty much it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe. Check out our playlist. We have tons of videos for this game, and we have tons of live streams. We go live almost every day. And join our Discord. We have a community that is in love with Genshin Impact, always down to multiplayer and help out. For now, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on all bell notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Your boy Deathsquad out.